Hello, we are live, episode one, Supreme Nerds Podcast. No more practiced episodes. This is the real deal, live in Studio A. This is our review, spoiler review of the Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever. If you have not seen this movie and you don't want to know spoilers, come back on a later date and watch. But we're going live, full spoilers. I'm going to give you our opinions. We're going to review the movie and thoughts of what we think, if it's good, if it's bad, and we are going to spoil. So you can back out in 3, 2, 1. Gecko, what is your overall thoughts of the movie before we get in detail?
Without detail, I don't think it's a bad movie. It's a beautiful tribute. I love what they did for Chadwick Boseman. You know, I love what they did with him. You know, the whole funeral scene. The whole thing was beautiful. It was a beautiful tribute. If you take it as a tribute, it's beautiful. But we have to come back to what this movie is. It's a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. And I feel like, you know, before we really rip that apart, I feel like, you know, I read reviews saying that this was the best thing since Endgame and whatnot. And I left that theater kind of disappointed. I think it didn't live up to the hype. I think this movie's just being hyped as hell. And usually we see movies 2-3 times, and it's kind of sad that we were supposed to watch it yesterday a second time, and we decide to come home, rest, process what we've seen. And today we had tickets, and we canceled them again because I guess one viewing was okay. But overall, I think it's a good tribute movie. Is it the best MCU movie? Not really, but it ain't a bad movie. What do you think, Sleepy?
I agree. It is a very beautiful tribute movie. The opening scene with the funeral for Chadwick Boseman, how everyone else are partying around her, around the mom and Shuri, and it's just for them. It's just pain, slow walking. Everything's in slow motion, and Shuri had to go through it not once but twice, which led her down that really angry vengeance path, which made Killmonger come to her. I like the movie. I agree. We didn't need to see it a second time because it was definitely overhyped. If they had one scene just at the end, it would have saved it all. And I know, go ahead, Tony. I know you want to talk about that one.
As a tribute movie, it was great. It was a great tribute to him. That opening scene of his death was sad. That tribute they did silent, where they took the Marvel logo and its different images of him in various movies, was incredible. As a tribute movie. As an MCU movie, this was pure garbage to me. There's not enough. There's not enough Easter eggs. There's not enough Marvel. As you will bring up later, this is not a multiverse movie. And I'm going to say it. I don't like Namor. I don't like the Talons being replaced by the Atlanteans. And since I'm going to go there first, this movie sucks. Ooh. I'm saying it. This movie sucks. Ooh. All right. I have so many problems with it. I will fire people later. But I have so many problems with this film. I don't like the way Namor was portrayed. I don't like the way they changed everything. I get why they did it, because you didn't want to bite Aquaman, but you were out before Aquaman.
Fresh out of water, Namor would have killed M'Baku.
Yes.
Easily.
There's no way he should have survived that. There's that punch. There's no way.
That was right in his
even with the suit he had on that broken, he shouldn't have survived.
No,
it was wood. Was it? At least he
just
broke
wood.
through
Remember,
it like
they
it was
don't,
wood.
they don't do vibranium.
Yeah, they don't do because they're not part of the Panther tribe, right? Yeah, so they don't
It
do
was wood.
vibranium.
The look of Talon instead of Atlantis was horrible. Aquaman and the Fast and Furious director had a beautiful rendition of Atlantis.
I was gonna, you know what? I agree with you on that. You know, the underwater city of Atlantis, the one that Aquaman had, looked at 20 times better than the one the underwater city Talocan, is it?
Yeah,
What it's called?
Talocan.
A whole lot of circles.
No,
Yeah.
because the problem is when you really see it, it's like they're hiding. And if you're this high society that you, he even said it, he's a mutant,
Yeah.
and they're mutants. I expected better from the city, to be honest.
Yeah.
I did. I was watching this movie, and like I said, it's a good tribute movie, but I have to agree, not enough Easter eggs. Can we go there right now?
Yeah, let's
like,
go.
The end credit scene did nothing to me.
No.
Did
Didn't do
nothing to me. You could have easily give us this during the movie and give a better end credit scene for us to be excited. I got out of there from the movie, and what am I going to be excited for? That the kid might take eventually over
In 15 years?
15 years or something? To be honest, it's a missed opportunity.
You went to Haiti. Let's be real. With all the real world stuff going on in Haiti right now, you made it seem like this tropical paradise.
Yes, they did.
There is so much fucked up shit in real life going on in Haiti. And yet you made it seem like, well, Wakanda came there and fixed it, which is a total lie in real life. You could have picked any country. I get that's one of the countries that the French conquered. I get that. But now in the real world, you don't go to Haiti and portray that as this great place that we know it's not.
That's true.
I thought that was bad. I don't think you needed to introduce his son. He's been hiding there for 5 years, and we didn't know, nobody to know. But the mother knew.
Everyone but Shuri knew,
Right.
basically.
Did Black Panther knew?
Yes.
See what
Yeah.
I'm telling you? So how is this they keep a secret from his sister,
Right.
but everybody else knew? Like his mom knew, he knew.
He knew.
Why didn't the mom just tell her, hey, stop working on a cure. He's okay with dying.
Right.
She spent her last moments, instead of being by his side, it's probably why she was so angry. She was robbed of that because, well, everyone knew.
But if you see why they weren't gonna CGI Chadwick Boseman dying there, so they had to keep that scene off from the movie.
Did they have to? Or let's go there. Should they have recast? As a lot of black people on Black Twitter have been saying since the day he died, and they announced at that Disney a special investors to come that they weren't going to recast. A lot of people have said they should have recast.
I think they should have recast, especially with and that was the opportunity right here, the multiversal saga.
Right.
This movie does not tie nothing to, well, probably I missed something and I had to see it again, but this movie didn't do nothing for me to advance that multiversal saga
No.
storyline. And the only thing that I could think of that, and even like that's a stretch, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think this movie's tied to the multiversal saga. I understand why they did it, to pay respect to
Right.
Chadwick Boseman. Like I said, the intro was nice. Even the ending was nice.
Yes.
That when they're thinking about his memory, and it's nice, but you kind of have to be honest. The movie did not live to the hype. I'm sorry to say it, but when I woke up a week ago that they were giving early reactions and people were saying that this movie was better than Endgame, I was like, I need to see this. Because
Agreed.
this movie cannot be better than Endgame. But I give it the benefit of the doubt. We always have to give it the benefit of the doubt.
No. Do we?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Let's just go in there. After this year, do we give Kevin Feige and the MCU the benefit of the doubt? Because we're nerds. We're always going to go.
Yeah, that's true.
But the fact that we only went once
When we usually go 2 or 3 times.
We wanted to see Black Adam twice,
Right.
but we couldn't because there was only one showing.
Mhm.
We
Exactly.
didn't even want to see Black Panther a second time.
And they added more showings at the last second. This movie just last second you had a lot of walk up business. You saw as we were leaving the theater a lot of people coming for that 10:30 showing.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think after this weekend this is going to have a big drop.
I think it's gonna have a big drop. too.
Yeah.
Me personally, and I feel, we all got our opinions.
Mhm.
Everybody got their opinions. And if you as a person liked this movie, then hey, kudos to you, right?
Yeah.
But us as nerds, I really and this I really didn't like it. And the thing is that this ain't about Shuri being the Black Panther, because we need to be honest, because then people are gonna think that we're feminists. No, let's be honest, it's not, because we already read comics where
Right.
Shuri takes over the mantle. So that's
Right.
not the problem here. The problem here is that it's a tribute. And something that I don't understand is how this movie, because I read articles where it says that this movie was close to canceling, that they would have rather canceled this movie than recast Chadwick Boseman. And
Okay. Cancel.
I'm like, okay, after seeing this movie, I'm like, well, you should have canceled, because this movie didn't do nothing.
No.
Plus, another thing that, and I'm gonna go there, you don't recast Chadwick Boseman, right? You don't recast him. It's been like what, a year?
Almost two.
Almost 2 years that he died. You don't recast him, but Harrison Ford is gonna play Thunderbolt Ross, and William Hurt just died like a couple months ago. It hasn't even been a year.
Yep.
So to me, it feels bullshit. And I honestly think, with what I read in Black Twitter, because I have seen some of the comments, I think they just did it to, probably not to have men in charge, and it's
That's what Black Twitter's saying. You don't have a lot of black men portrayed heroically in this movie. A lot of black women. And I know it's not to be anti-feminist, but a lot of black men have been shitting on this movie since the promotion started.
yeah, I seen that.
And it's just, I know Sleepy's scared to go there, but there aren't a lot of black superheroes out there. Because everybody claims The Rock, even though he says he's black, but he's also half Samoan.
And 90% of them only have lightning as a power.
Right. So it's like, it's this advanced society, and they made the queen in charge. She dies, her daughter takes over. And it would have been nice to have seen the true story of Namor versus T'Challa, with Doctor Doom as the linchpin of pulling all the strings. Yes, Namor did fight Shuri, and yes, Shuri did kick his ass. But that was later down the line, a la Black Panther 3, Black Panther 4. So
Yeah.
you could have recast, or you could have had him get hurt early in the movie, but not die. And just, he's hurt. Shuri had to take over. Happened
For
in the
this
comics.
movie, yeah.
Yeah. And then went with that part of the storyline. But a lot of black people are going to shit on this because you didn't recast. The MCU doesn't have a lot of black characters to begin with, and now your most powerful, your most popular, tragically died in real life. And they've been saying this long before they said they were not going to recast. Who you going to recast to play them? And they were naming a bunch of actors, bunch of up-and-coming actors. So it was a shock to hear that they're not going to recast. They see all the women on the poster. They say, yep, they're trying to get rid of black men.
And I don't, and I could see the point. When you
how
think
many?
about it, I could see the point, and we totally understand.
Yeah.
It is true. There's really not a lot of black superheroes out there, and like you said, like they all have like half lightning attacks.
Yeah, like
So
all black lightning, Black Adam,
Yeah.
like Static Shock. Like they're all superheroes with just lightning as superpowers, or super fast speeds, or super agility, super
Yeah.
jumping. Like,
Mm-hmm.
can we move away from the stereotypical stuff and start getting some original black superheroes too? And we had one. We had Black Panther.
Yeah.
He was the strongest black male superhero, and now he was replaced with a woman. And M'Baku challenged for the throne at the end.
yeah,
But we never got to see it.
so we don't know
True,
if that.
The end did say Black Panther will return.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
But
she has
that's
to.
Shuri,
Because she has to. It's
because
gonna
they're
be Shuri.
doing they're leaving the signs to that A-Force movie.
But
A-Force never sold in comics.
mhm.
It wasn't great. And it's just, like I said, this movie to me is it's a Chadwick Boseman tribute and nothing more. It's not a great MCU movie. It's not a great comic book movie. I recommend people see it to support the MCU. I don't recommend it as a good movie.
I agree with you.
I recommend people to see Black Adam because it's a great movie
Yeah, I agree.
Black
And-
Adam is a good movie. Yeah.
and it's
Black
stunning.
Adam's
So
stunning.
let's go to individual characters. Let's start with Riri.
Loved her.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Loved her, hated her.
I'm in the middle with Riri.
Why?
I didn't like her suit.
Remember, that's Mach 2.
I
Will always change. and that's the
I
toy.
understand,
We
but
gotta remember.
CGI for it was horrible.
hey,
No,
I'm a baser on what I seen on the movie. I
Right.
didn't like this.
No, but like I said, that's a toy. As someone who has the toy.
No, I know.
And they're going to do another toy.
know.
Right now, there are 40 Iron Man figures.
Yeah, that's true.
There will be 30 to 40 Riri Williams.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. It's
that-
to sell toys, but I did.
No. I'm not challenging you saying you shouldn't like the suit. I'm saying to me, that's why the suit is out there.
No, I know.
Just
I
for
know.
collectible. The toy is not selling. Trust me. You can find that toy. It came out a month ago at $30. It's already down to $17.
Ooh, damn.
So yeah,
Damn.
so the toy's not selling. So
And and I feel like there wasn't really a lot of, and that's because we're getting her show. But
Right.
we could have done without her in the movie.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, we could have done without her. I understand that they did it to introduce her and whatnot, but I really didn't like. To be honest, I'll probably watch. I'm gonna go watch Ironheart.
Yeah.
But she didn't. There's characters that when you just see, you want to explore more. I'm okay if they don't put her in nothing else.
Sleepy.
I liked Riri. I was vocal about that the entire time. I found her funny, super sarcastic. Shuri woke up from getting the Black Panther serum. She's like, "Oh shit, can I have some of that too?"
Right.
Like I found that humor funny for me. I felt like it wasn't overdone. The Warriors were, I forgot her name. The Dora Milane.
The Dora Milaje.
There you go.
Thank you. Tony knows I've been having a problem with that one. It's a tongue twister. But they're badass.
Yes.
They have spears and they're taking on everybody.
Mhm.
They made the mercenaries get on their knees in front of the entire
Nation.
UN
Nation,
meeting.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that was badass to me. I loved the movie. What did it do anything like you guys say for the MCU? No, not really. We got an introduction of Riri, Namor, and Shuri as Black Panther. That's about it. The Queen's dead. That's all we get from the movie.
Riri Williams was nice. I get they're going either the Young Avengers or Champions route from the comics, introducing all these second-ish generational characters. I have to agree with him. Though I have the toy, I didn't like the suit. I like the original suit more out of MIT.
Do you guys know Metroid Samus Aran? That's what it reminded me.
Just painted it green and red and orange.
You know what I'm saying? Like Samus from Metroid with the bulky shoulders. That I didn't like that, and it
CGI was bad. Let's be real here. She-Hulk CGI was bad, so we were expecting at least Iron Man's suit looked 10 times better, and it was graphics 10 years ago.
yeah, but
It looked like plastic.
remember she is a
Remember,
19-year-old girl.
Iron Man was out of basically metal.
Mm-hmm.
This is more Wakandan tech. She built it in Wakanda.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the metals would be
Okay.
different.
If you see, they didn't let her.
True.
She didn't even let her take it. She's like, "Oh, I can't let you take this suit."
Right. Because they didn't want the vibranium to get out. So she will build her own suit
Mm-hmm.
again,
Which will not be vibranium.
which will be one suit. There may be 3 or 4 suits in that show.
Okay.
And that way it's more toys.
Mm-hmm.
So, and overall as a character, this movie doesn't make me want to see
Ironheart.
Ironheart. I will watch it,
We're gonna watch it because that's
I
what
wanna
we
review
have a
it,
podcast
but-
for.
but this show doesn't make me want to watch it.
Exactly. See, thank you, Tony.
I'm just
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Okay, so another character.
I'm a sip.
are you want to go there now?
Let's go.
Namor, I'll take this one. He sucks. This portrayal was totally sucked. They should have kept the Atlantis version. They should have took on DC and beat DC at their game. They went cheap on this for the city of Tulum. I understand this, and I'm going to go there. They went there to get the Hispanic and Mexican culture. That's my opinion, the only reason they changed it to that. Because there aren't a lot of Hispanic superheroes out there. So this is how I I get you. I took a peek down at one of our colleagues, Deanna and her boyfriend. I took a peek at you when they were speaking in Spanish. You were happy about it. They
Yeah.
did this as a slick move. We want to bring in Hispanic people, but the way they portrayed the city sucked. His power set. He will back me up on this. Dude is a beast.
In the comics.
Bro
A
got his wing
beast.
ripped off.
No, you have to
No,
see
no, no,
him in
trust
the
me.
comics, bro.
He is like when they say he's on par with the Hulk and Thor. Yes, in water.
Yes.
yes.
He-
No
yes.
one can fuck with him.
But he was fresh out the water and lost his wing from being ripped off.
No,
But
he-
still, it
No,
wouldn't
I
matter.
mean, like, but that's the point of how much they drastically dropped his
no,
power.
but you got to remember when he lost his wing, he had been in that ship with the ultraviolet rays weakening him.
That's a
Yeah.
fair point. Good
But I'm
point.
just saying that when Namor first came to Wakanda and flooded it, he destroyed the whole city.
he would have
100%.
destroyed it.
He would
yeah,
not
the
have left
comics.
parts of it alive. He'd have wiped out the whole city.
It looked like water spouts being
Right.
exploded.
Right.
That's all.
No, he wouldn't have gave them how you call a warning.
Yeah.
The Namor in the comics would just do it and then be like, "Hey, I already did it. What you
Right.
guys want to do about it?"
True.
You know, we just read that when he had the serpent crown.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
we just read that. And now, my opinion, I don't think Namor sucked. The character, the city looked at. I do agree they should have just kept the Atlantis.
Yeah.
They should have. I think the actor did good.
Yes.
I
he did
honestly,
good.
I'll be honest. The actor did good. Like you said, I liked it. You know, but they had to make him Hispanic because they had
Right.
to. So I understand that. But I like the name. What I didn't like when he was telling the story, and this is another thing when he say why his name was Namor. Why you explain it? Like he said that he was no amor,
Yeah.
like no love,
Right.
not, and that's why he's like no amor, Namor.
Right.
And to me, that was corny.
Right.
That was
Corny as
corny.
shit.
You didn't say that. Oh, you named yourself Namor because there's no love. Like that was corny. I did like that when when they're fighting, he's like Imperious Rex.
Yeah.
That shit was badass.
Right.
That was badass because he does say that a lot in the
comics.
comics.
All the time.
Uh,
He was the look of him. I don't think he was ripped up enough.
No,
He
no, I
should
don't
have been
think
like
so.
bodybuilder style.
Yeah, I think so too.
Agreed.
He should have had the long ponytail
Yeah.
like he has in the comics.
Mm.
You didn't have to put him as the one of the writers of Namor. Body shamed old boy for doing it. I'm not gonna go there because of my body,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just saying I want to see a big ripped up guy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a guy who does not give a fuck. Instead, I got a guy. Well, I'm going to warn you guys. If you don't join us, I'm going to be back. And as he says at the end of the movie, nah, it's okay. They beat us, but they don't have any allies, so they're going to have to come begging for us.
Yeah.
Namor wouldn't say that. Namor would be right back there tomorrow.
So,
After
Destroyed.
getting his strength. You know what? When they were in the ship, that she said, "Oh, retreat," he would have bust them up right there. But and that's the problem, like no. Now the problem here is they should have kept them Atlanteans.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when a movie releases, Marvel throws trailers and shit to fuck DC over.
Yeah.
But then you don't want to go head to head with the same creator stuff.
Right.
Like they're Aquaman and Namor are from Atlantis. Fucking big deal. But like you said, I understand because they want to put the Hispanics and they
did.
got a Hispanic actor to play him. His acting was on par. Certain things were like, so we had to give it.
I go more Namor sucks because of the way he was written. The actor was great. I'm not criticizing the actor.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
like the story of it. I don't like the changing of the story. I'll rephrase it, is the way they changed it. And I didn't like the fight scene with Shuri.
I didn't like it either.
To like, you stab her.
But she somehow gets away and then
Uh-huh.
she powers through that
Yeah.
and she tells you that you need to quit.
Right. And like,
Takes you back over the ocean where they see your people entirely surrounded, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll just give up," instead of just wiping them clean right then and there. Think about it. There was like maybe 30 people left, completely surrounded. They have almost infinite water bombs, it seems, which Those water bombs were extremely powerful, but you're telling me over like it looked like a 500, 600 water bombs didn't blow that entire ship out of the water?
And only the ones who survive, the ones who will be back for Black Panther 3 because they were in Black Panther 1.
Yeah, that's true. No, and to be honest, if okay, so Shuri beat him on the one-on-one,
Mm-hmm.
but if you look at the ship where the Wakandas were, the people had them cornered.
Yeah.
They had them cornered.
What happened to the new suits with the Acolyte suits? They didn't do shit.
Oh, there was only two, and they
Right.
still were getting whooped.
I'm like, you got all those ex-Storm Relage, but yet you don't give them the suits?
You only give it to two.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Just give it to everybody.
Yes. Yes.
Mass produce it. Why not? You have the capability.
No. In the comics, they mass produce it. There's like a whole fleet of them. As many as there's Dora Milaje, there are that many acolytes.
So then why didn't they? That makes no sense.
Because,
If they
you know,
wanted a
Probably because CGI will cost a lot. I don't know. I'm just
Good
throwing
point.
shit out there. I'm just saying. They're like, shit, it's two, and look how bad the graphics is. Imagine if we do a whole army. I'm just saying, could have been. I don't know.
Okay, next character, M'Baku. What'd you think?
he got bodied. Oh, Fishman! Ah,
No, but I liked
breaks
that
his-
M'Baku.
No, I loved him.
I
He
like
got
that
fu-
M'Baku. As
got
a
fu-
character, I had to give him a thumbs up.
He's funny. As
I
shit.
don't think he was given enough to do. A la Black Twitter, Black men were not given enough to do in this movie.
Well, there's a total of like 5 or 6 total, maybe
Right.
that we saw that were predominant in the movie.
Right.
Well, there's only like two men that talk it during the whole movie, and
One
well,
is
important.
Got
also
more
with the
screen time.
thing in his
Well,
mouth.
yeah, but I mean, important like M'Baku and Killmonger
Yeah.
that comes out. Other than
no,
that,
safe. Well, let's go there. You brought it up. What are you thinking of bringing back Killmonger? Okay, wait a minute. A bigger thing. What do you think, because you read the Reddit post like me, of every leak on that Reddit post turned out to be true, other than the post-credit scene that we know was cut? What do you think of that?
or either, and this is where I'm gonna go, or either Marvel allowed this shit to leak like that and not give a fuck, or they leaked in the show because he was perfect. Now, the only thing that pisses me off, and we're gonna get there to that next, is the end credit scene they cut.
Right.
Bro, what the hell? This is the second or probably third time they do it. Let's be honest. They did it with Tom Cruise when supposedly he was gonna play Iron Man.
They also cut Deadpool.
They cut Deadpool.
They also cut James Bond playing Baldur the Brave, but he backed out of reshoots because of COVID. But we get that one.
And that's the problem. Like, you're cutting shit that, okay, I'll be honest. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest. I went to see Black Panther because I wanted to see motherfucking Doom.
Yes.
I'll be honest. And if we look, I can't find the leaks. I've been trying to look for it. But if you read the leaks, that's what supposedly was gonna be the end credit scene. Him there. And it sucks because, you know, while I'm watching the movie, I'm like, okay, so the leaks are true. The leaks are true.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get to the end, I'm waiting for the end credit scene. Boom, he got the son. And it's not bad. It's just I feel like we got robbed from that nice end credit scene.
And it was simple. All they had to do was just show a little bit of his cape peeking over his shoulder, and he could be looking at some sort of tablet or some sort of hologram.
Oh, that
No,
the
man.
battle.
just looking at the panels, and it's just
Like
him
that,
in a
like
suit.
how he is. He's
and you
badass.
just turn around, and it's Doom, and you fade to black. The way they did Thanos in the first Avengers movie,
Mm.
Yeah.
where he just looks at the camera and smiles.
We're gonna put it like this. On our way out, I say, I can't believe they caught Doom. And what the lady said it right away? Yeah, I was expecting Doom.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody was.
We
Yes,
were
I
expecting
was too.
Doom.
I'm like, they set everything up. It'd be perfect. That'd be the perfect multiverse tie.
But how can a Reddit leak get everything wrong and you don't reshoot? And you decide to cut Doom when it's not the right time to do it because it'll take away from Chadwick Boseman. No, it won't. That opening 10 minutes is a perfect tribute.
That's all you needed to give Chadwick Boseman.
There was-
But no, you give him the first 10 minutes, give him the intro. Then at the end, she didn't burn that because then she burns the whole thing. And then she has more memories with her brother, which
Right.
we're going to allow it. But come on. Like
if
the
we
man's
have
already
two,
dead. Ain't nothing that you're gonna do bring him out back. The people that respect him are gonna respect them, and you need to. I'm sorry, why you don't do that for William Hurt?
right?
Oh, but you know,
Yeah.
it's simple things where I don't know, Kevin Feige, you fucking up, bro. And I'm just gonna say, you fucking up, bro.
Okay.
And
we
it's
can go
gonna
there.
bite you in the ass.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh.
Go ahead, Tony.
Y'all ready? I'm
Yeah.
ready to fire people.
Yeah,
All
go
right, all
ahead.
right, all
Who
right,
you
all right,
fire
all right.
who would you
Kevin
fire?
Feige.
All right, Tony.
I'm starting with Kevin Feige, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna bring a sports reference in.
Don't worry, I'm just closing his ears.
Okay, I'm gonna bring a sports reference in. For the last 5 or 6 years, we've been waiting on Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady to fall off. It looks like they have fallen off. I'm saying right now, Kevin Feige peaked with Spider-Man: No Way Home. Peaked. And maybe we're seeing the end of his greatness. Maybe he should have taken the offer from DC to go over there and run a universe. But right now, my opinion, it's time for new blood in there. It's time because you're stretched too thin. I'm going to say something right now. We don't need the Marvel shows on Disney Plus. He's stretched too thin. When I questioned you a couple years ago when they were talking about going from 3 movies to 4, could they pull it off quality wise?
And I said no.
I don't think
I
they
said,
can.
yeah.
Added with the Disney Plus shows, with the Disney Plus specials, there may be 9 to 10 projects a year that he has to oversee. The CGI is already suffering,
Yeah, it is true.
100%. And now you add on this, the stories are suffering. How do you let Ryan Coogler do whatever he wants? Get me wrong, he's a great director. He ain't no Sam Raimi. He ain't no Taika Waititi. You cut them, force them to go to 2 hours. Yet you let this movie be 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Of nothing. 2 hours and 41 minutes of nothing. Because let's be honest. How did this advance the overarching story?
It did not. To
I
me,
think
it did not.
It did not
You-
to me neither.
It just gave us Riri Williams. That's it.
But that's not enough.
Right.
We already
We
knew
saw-
she was coming.
We saw more of Elle.
But think about it.
Saw a lot
Thor:
more of
Love and
Elle.
Thunder did advance the story, whether you love the film or not. Doctor Strange advanced the story, whether
True.
you love the film or not. This movie was just a tribute movie. And Shuri's beginning of her story arc as the Black Panther. But then call it that. Do not call this part of the multiverse saga. Every movie, whether you like them or not, in phase 1, 2, and 3, played a part in the Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
They retrofit them in. This movie played nothing in it. Eternals, as bad as it is, plays something in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Black Widow plays nothing in it, but that was let's get Scarlett Johansson paid. We disrespected you. That movie should have been released in 2016.
But it still adds to the whole multiversal saga because you get Red Guardian and you get the White Widow. So
But are we sure? Because I understand, we believe this movie sets up the Thunderbolts movie.
I was gonna go there, and we'll talk about that in the next on the what now.
In the next credit. But Shang-Chi sets up something with Kang.
That's
Miss
true.
Marvel sets up something with Kang. Khonshu and Moon Knight sets up something with Kang.
Yeah.
What does this movie set up with Kang? Now, maybe I've heard things that the Vibranium will tie into that, but that's retrofitting this movie to fit.
I
As of
think so,
right
too.
now, it does not fit at all.
It does not.
So
does
I'm
not
just
fit.
saying it's Kevin Feige stretched too thin. That maybe I get it. Disney Plus, you're 15 million past Netflix. You're the obvious king, and you got to go there. But is it time for someone else?
It's hard, but Kevin Feige needs to do better. I agree with you.
I agree.
He has to do better. So and I'm sorry we're gonna go there, but it can't be that we go 3 times to see a Marvel movie and we leave disappointed. It can't be. And then let's be honest. And I'm just gonna bring this question up. Have you guys been disappointed? Haven't you guys been disappointed with a couple TV shows?
Yes.
I have been
Agreed.
disappointed.
Yes.
Video
So
game,
he
TV show.
probably should and this is just me saying, he probably should start giving people more free reign of what to do, because him trying to keep everything tight is not working.
But is it him or is it the new president? The old Bob let him have free reign. The new Bob Chapek, is reining everything in, but was afraid to do this because I think of the black community and the backlash, and the Hispanic community and the backlash if I make them cut 45 minutes of this film. Because this film, 45 minutes should have been cut.
Yeah, easily.
Agreed.
Easily.
Easily.
Like, it should have been, this should have been a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, you didn't need that extra 41
No,
minutes.
which
to
was
be
funny
honest.
to me because we needed it in Doctor Strange and Thor.
Those two movies, I could see why they needed the time. This movie, I don't see it. I don't see why it needed the 2 hours and
No.
41 minutes.
No.
I honestly don't see it.
It was like, I'm waiting for something to happen big.
Mm.
I'm waiting for something. The battle ended too quickly.
Yeah,
Flooding of Wakanda was
Lackluster.
it was
like-
pretty lackluster.
I'm just like,
Was it a flood or was it a bunch of bursting pipes?
Well, think about it. When,
Nah.
put it like this: when the Wakandans attacked the ship, that was a great setup.
Yeah, that was
When
a
the
nice setup.
Taloans attacked the ship, that was a great setup. Okay, so when they finally meet, this gonna be a badass fight. And it was just not
Yeah, that's true.
okay. And I was sitting next to J Balls, and she like, wow, that was just boring. I wanted like a giant battle where we got bodies laying over there. Namor says, "Everybody, stand down. We're good."
We're friends.
I'm like, no,
Let's go back home.
No.
She just kicked. What? Do you see how many are left, sir? Like, there's like 10 of them.
You guys go
Wipe
overtake
the
them.
floor.
Yes.
This
yes.
is their entire
Easily.
army.
You just
Take
got
them
dipped
out.
in water. You got your powers again.
Just keep pushing them back because the only way to go is off the ship.
And you would have easily beat them in the water.
Right. Okay.
All he had
okay,
to do was
okay.
step 1 foot off and he's gone again.
Last one. My opinion. Why the fuck didn't she kill him? What would you have done? Because I would have killed him. You killed my mother. I'm sorry. I'm of all people. You killed my mother. I've always told people only person I'll ever go to jail for is if somebody would fuck with my mother when she was alive.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You killed my, and you gonna let him live because she's talking to you from the ancestral plane? Fuck that. Boom.
Ma,
Snap.
remember, I said your decisions were dead.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not gonna show you I'm gonna show you the goodness of me, bitch. You're gone. And then boom, and then I'm taking the suit. I'm going to the ship. I'm wiping out everybody.
Hell yeah.
But yet she lets him live. Why?
Crazy.
Why? Of all people, it's like T'Challa did the same thing in the Black Panther movie with his father. I do not agree with that. I understand it
Yeah.
because it's Disney. I don't get it when Batman puts everybody in Arkham. These are terrorists. They were terrorists. Kill them.
Well, they didn't kill him because remember, Namor is an anti-hero. So
No, but no. What I'm saying is, as a hero, as a person, me, I'm killing you. I'm not giving you that chance to come back.
That's true.
But yeah, here we go. Because Namor just said that. Yeah, I know. She let me live. Don't worry about it. We got her. They got
we
no
got them
allies.
down in the low, you
Right.
know. Eventually we'll get them.
Right, and we coming right back, and boom, they gonna need us.
Wow. That is true.
So I never get that with heroes and villains allowing them to live. It never works out. They always escape. They always cause more damage and kill more people, and yet we put them back in jail,
Yeah.
which I never understand that.
Me neither.
You know, that's just another thing. Now, the second person I want to fire is Ryan Coogler.
Why?
He wrote that script.
He did.
I get it. You wanted to quit and not make the movie. You should not have made the movie.
Yeah, he should have just quit.
You should have just quit. I love other movies that you've made, Creed and Fruitvale Station. Love the first Black Panther movie. This movie should not have been made the way it was. I would not let him make Black Panther 3. I would not let him produce Black Panther 3. I would not let him anywhere near the set of Black Panther 3. I would send him over to DC and go direct something over there.
This guy.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. This I wasn't like you two going in hyped. I had a bad feelings about this movie, which you two backed me off for weeks. but I just got to. I just don't feel that anymore about Marvel.
Yeah, it's true. You always said it. He even said it like, "Oh, don't you think it will suck if we finally go live and the movie is
It
not
would
what
just
we
drag
expect?"
it.
And I
Right.
was like, "Oh, Tony, don't say that." And boom, it happens. We leave that theater,
He spoke it into existence.
and it's not like we were, usually movies. Once we're done with movies, we're talking. We were pretty fairly quiet on the way back.
No, but I was begging one of y'all to say let's walk out of Black Adam before when we were at Five Guys eating. Shout out to Five Guys. I was begging for one of y'all to say let's cancel, and we didn't. And I was shocked. We had a good time.
Good thing we didn't cancel.
Right. And yet, Black Panther, I wanted to see this just so I could tell you guys, see, I was right.
And you were right.
Yes. And like I said, I just don't. I understand that's one of your best friends. Y'all made each other and you're grieving. But the story just doesn't work for me.
No.
It just doesn't. And it's 2 hours and 45 minutes when you should not have cut the other two. This is the one you should have cut.
Look at this podcast. He's about to go at the same time as that too.
Nothing but us just complaining. And
No,
like,
because it's true. When you think about it, it got a lot of flaws.
yeah.
It got a lot of flaws where, we're going to talk about more stuff in other segments.
hmm
But so far, let's just rate this movie
Sleepy overall.
overall. A what?
7.
7,
5,
7,
5.
7.
7.
Like I said, as a Chadwick Boseman tribute movie, I'll give it an 8.
Mm.
As an MC movie, 5. So overall, I'll give it a 5 because it's not what I wanted.
I wanted more.
Even with the post credit scene of Doom, would have gave it 6, but I still wanted more. I've never walked away saying I wish they had cut this movie down. There's no way this movie should have been 2 hours 41 minutes. No.
I agree.
I agree.
I was thinking that there was a lot of pointless scenes.
Mhm.
Like we had, I enjoyed that we had the moment of silence, but there
Yeah.
was a lot of moment of silences.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
It's like the whole thing. It's like they do a couple of things, but my brother. And then something, but my brother. Like, man, let the guy rest.
Have you noticed no one had that great laugh out loud or ooh moment? We clapped out of respect. to
We
Chadwick.
clapped out of respect. Yeah.
That you started.
Which I started. Yes. Because, and you see, I did it when he said, we dedicate this to Chadwick Boseman. So
no
I
one was
had to
capping
because hey, I respect what the actor did for the character.
Mhm.
But, it's probably time you should have recasted.
Yep. I agree.
All right, nerds, that's it. Deuces.